Chime in, my beautiful souls. Chime in, chime in, chime in, my loves. How y'all feeling in these beautiful streets, my love? How y'all feeling? Get on in here. Get on in here, my loves. It is officially Saturday, okay? It is officially Saturday, okay? I had to get me a cup of Joe for the message today, okay? I'm still not quite ready. I still got a little running around to do before I'm officially set up, okay? But I can't keep lingering in the energy. Can you put this up for me? Thank you, dear. But yes, y'all, get on in here, my loves. Get on in here. Gotta get my lips right, okay? Gotta get my lips right. Cause my mouth is dry. It's all outdoors. I hope y'all are really feeling good today because it feel good outside. It just started raining out of the blue, but I should have known that because it's that time of the year. It's just that time of the year for the rain. It's just the end of July, August. It's just that time of the year for that rain, y'all. And we definitely need it. The earth needs its cleansing. Okay, that's the only way we're gonna have fresh fruits. Okay, it's the only way we're gonna have. I don't even know what this is. Smells like lavender. But how y'all feeling though? How y'all feeling in these streets? Let me know. Y'all see, I got my disclaimer up. Okay, all subjects are for educational purposes. Okay. Divination is an invitation for learning, okay? It is a divine invitation, my love, for sitting with God, for learning, okay? Don't ask me what today's subject is about because I never know. I just come sit at my table at the appointed time and we just pull whatever the energy gonna be, okay? Like my mug says, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. That's all you can do right now. All we can do is stay positive, continue to work hard, and eventually all things will fall in line. Eventually, all things will work out. That's all I be telling myself every day. It's gonna work out eventually. Every day it's gonna work out. I just tell myself that constantly. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. And I'm telling y'all, you have to project that to yourself in this day and time because they're trying to make sure that you stay focused on everything else that's going on besides your happiness. They try to make sure you stay focused on everything else besides peace within self. And it's that part, y'all. It's that part. I got enough of y'all in here so we can go ahead on and consecrate the energy, okay? Before we get started in these streets, okay? I don't mind y'all commenting because I talks back, okay? What's going on, Miss J? What bad thoughts, girl? All praise to the Most High God, to the Supreme Creator of all things, including the breath of our bodies. I thank you. I thank you for another beautiful day. I thank you for the wisdom, oh God. I thank you for the enlightenment. I thank you for the understanding, oh God. I ask at this time that you increase our protection and our discernment, please, and thank you. Okay, let's get it. I got a basket behind me. Whatever my hands touch, that's what we're gonna start with first. I always got the magic teacup, okay? So let's spill the tea. Let's see what the overall energy is with the dice. Let's spill the tea right quick and see what's going on in these spiritual streets, okay? Written in stone, the feminine and the masculine will always stand in truth, okay? We will always stand in truth. That is the overall energy written in stone. We will always stand in our truth. Men and women together, we unite. We gonna stand in our truth, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, y'all. I got the psychic tarot at the bottom of the deck. We got spiritual strength in these streets. Okay. Yes, yes. I tell myself the same thing, Miss J. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It got to work out. It got to work out. At this point, everything else has failed. It got to work out. Okay. We got emotional release and recognition and reward. This is what we waiting on. This is what we doing. We sitting by the wayside. We praying. We meditating. Look at the shadow. We doing our shadow work, and it's so. Can y'all see that bright green in his shadow? That's that heart chakra energy. You sitting down, you meditating, you sitting with yourself, you removing all addictions, all bad habits, all negative thinking, and now, okay, here come the recognition and rewards. Now we can stand up in it, and it's that part. I just heard Trey Songz. I'm about to dive in it. Okay. We about to dive into the recognitions and rewards, my love. And this is why they want you out of pocket. Okay. Material harvest and love begins. You got your feminine hand and the masculine hand. What did God say? The man and the feminine will be in balance. We will stand in our truth. We come together. Look at that. When you pour into each other, you can pour into the world. When you pour into each other, you can pour out everywhere else. And there's an overflow. And there go your material harvest. Your spiritual wealth, your food, your drink, your money. Look at the fields, your land, okay? And look at the buildings in the back. Justice. Come on now. Come on now. I love these cards for the images. It's the images for me. I love the images on these cards because I done had these cards about 4 or 5 years, and I see something different every time I look at them. I see something different every time I look at them. Yes, Miss J, we need it, love. We need this. We need this transformation. But guess what? It's all about your choices now. It's all about making sure you walking through the right door because there is no wrong choice because you done got all the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys, the keys, the keys, the keys. Okay. You got the keys to your future right here. You got the keys to unlimited possibility. That's the sky. The sky is the limit. Okay. Then you got your growth. That's your food. That's your spiritual food. That's your garden. That's the things that you're planting. That's the things that's coming to harvest. And then the rings is just the partnerships. It ain't necessarily a physical marriage. It's just partnerships between people, partnerships between alliances, partnerships in business. Okay. And it's that part. What's in this last door? Money. Okay. Money, money, money. Okay. You just got to choose wisely at this point. Just choose wisely in this transformation. That's all. Don't move backwards, move forward. That's all that is. Forward moving. We cannot step back. Transformation, acceleration forward, hope, the truth, and authority. Okay? 420. Shout out to all the weed smokers. Okay? Your authority is your truth. You standing in your artistic self is the truth. You knowing who you are is the truth. Look at he looking out. He don't weigh himself. He understands the balance. He understands the duality. And now he has ultimate possibilities through the universe, through the cosmic doors. And it's that part. It all comes from your hands, my love. We talk about Mount Luna all the time. The work of thy hands. Psalms 90. Most High God, bless me with the work of my hands. Can you bless me with the work of my hands? That I can have hope, that I can be prosperous, that I can move forward on with my life. And it's that part, wishing on a star, okay, to find out where you are, okay. That used to be my favorite song as a kid. I used to go to sleep to my radio at night. I would cut my TV off and I would cut my radio on to the Quiet Storm on 103 Jams. Shout out to 103 Jams. And I would listen to that Quiet Storm, and I'm telling y'all, I would just drift away to the music because this how they want us, y'all. Mental conflict. They want you really sitting back, thinking about your choices. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Is it worth it? Is it gonna bring me money? Is it gonna do this? Is it gonna do that? And it's that part. Why should you be double minded in the things that you're making? Why should you be double minded in the things that you putting forth? And it's that part. Was Einstein double minded in anything he was making up? Was Nip Tussle double minded when he was building? I mean, I just don't understand. Was Martin Luther King double minded? Okay, when he decided he wanted to march for the people, no. But this is how they want us in mental conflict, constantly judging ourselves, constantly making sure that we are making the right choices, and it's that part. It seems like the older I get, the easier it is for me to make decisions. The power. The older I get, the more I harness my power, the more easier it is to make decisions in my life. And it's that part. I suggest y'all get in the same vibration. I suggest y'all get in the same vibration. I saw a young lady post earlier today, and she said, for people that was born in dysfunctional families, your parents deserve to be cussed out. And I got so tickled at that because we are raised to honor them and respect them even when they doing us wrong. We are raised to honor and respect them even though they spitting in our faces. We are told to honor and respect them even when they stab us in our back, and that ain't right. That is not right. And I agree with her 100%. Because at a certain point, especially in your adulthood, why is it that our parents still have a stronghold on your decisions? Why does our parents still have a stronghold on how we navigate our life? But they doing exactly what they want to do. They moving exactly how they want to move. They did all the decisions they wanted to do. They made all the mistakes they wanted to make. But now that you're there and you want to move accordingly, it's a problem. Thank you, boo. Now it's a problem. But patience is all I can say. When you building your power, it ain't nothing but patience. That's that PP. Patience and power. Okay? Patience and power, my love. That's all I can say. All that I can say. Do, 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 do. Okay, there go them choices again. There go them choices. In your hands. The choice is in your hand. The moment we stop looking to outside people for our choices and our decisions and how we need to move, things will come in your life a little bit faster. Things will move a little bit faster. Things will build accordingly. Why? Because you're making the decision. You're not dependent on nobody else to make them for you, and it's that part. Why is it we be looking for people to make decisions for us that never even put themselves in the position that you're in? Think about that. Think about that. I've been managing since I was 17 years old. I graduated high school and I was offered the night shift management position and I ran with it. I can't go to nobody in my family to ask them about tough decisions because they never been a manager before. They never been in position before. So why do we keep centering our decisions around people that has never experienced the things that you are experiencing, that has never went to the level that you are at? And that's where the downfall come in at, because them people got so much to say. Oh no, you don't do this. Oh no, don't do that. La, 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 la. This all you see is they mask slipping. This all you see. Whenever you go to a person and you confide in them about a career change, a love interest, and you know for a fact it's something that they never encountered, prepare for the master show. Prepare for the master slip. Prepare for the deception and the envy to start growing. And it's so funny that he got on green. Green deals with the heart chakra. This is why even Jesus said, your heart has to be light. Okay? Your ultimate decision comes from your heart, because you can harden your heart just by being envious, jealous, deceptive. And it's that part. It's that part, my love. Firm foundation. Don't let nobody deter you from what you building. Look at that mountain peak. Do you know how long it's gonna take to climb to that top? Do you know how long it's gonna take to reach that point? Do you really think that I'm gonna ask 30 people, and out of that 30 people, only two of them have actually climbed the mountain? Come on now. Ain't no sense in keep waiting for people that never experienced to give you help. There's no sense in keep waiting for people that never experience certain things to give you a boost, to show you the way, because they're not gonna do it. They never decided to build a firm foundation. They never decided to heal through their traumas. They never decided to take that moment of healing and turn that into a job opportunity. They never thought about that. Look at that. Recognition and reward. 43. Master teacher energy. Okay. That's right, my love. They can only give opinions. And it's never real advice. It is never real advice. Never. Balance. This is why they always got an opinion. Because they not in balance. Because if they was in balance, they would be moving a lot better around in their lives. They wouldn't settle for the 9 to 5s that they settle for. They wouldn't be living their life in worration if they was really in balance. So at the end of the day, their opinions really don't matter. They really don't. Oh, what's going on, Ree? What's going on, girl? What's going on, baby? The power. Look at that power again. I got the power. Power. They be mad at that power, y'all. My word, they be mad at that power. They be mad. They be mad at the voice. Look, double the truth. Double the truth. They be mad. Spirit says yes. They be mad. They be mad that you can hold your own. It's so funny to me. When I first found out that people were trying to deem me incompetent, I wasn't mad. I was tickled. I laughed so hard that I actually did start crying because y'all must ain't never checked my IRS records. Like, I've been working since I was 15 years old. Ain't too many people out there started working at 15. I've been filing taxes since I was 16. It's like, how incompetent can I be? People are crazy. People are crazy. Yes, Ree, yes. And it's so funny. When you don't let it change you, that's the ticket. That is the ticket. So when I be hearing people saying you a product of your environment, that's a lie. That is a complete lie. A lot of us, we are not products of our environments. That is an understatement. Let's get these Ninja Turtle cards. I tell y'all, these Ninja Turtles remind me of the chakras. Okay, allow the color blue. Speak. Allow yourself to speak through these things. Allow yourself to heal. And that's another thing I don't like. How they want you to be quiet on your emotions. When you hold in your emotions, that hardens your heart. And not only does it harden your heart, it messes up other organs because your other organs are tied to your emotions. We talk about the celestial body all the time. I got my work with me today. I got my workbook today. We talk about the celestial body all the time. And when you hold on to certain emotions, my love, there y'all go with kidney failure. There you go with kidney stones. There you go with liver problems. There you go with lung problems. There you go needing knee replacements. There you go needing hip replacements. Okay, because you holding on to energy that your body need to be releasing. Okay, the celestial body. When you hold on to certain energies, these places in your body are energy centers. These energy centers is where a lot of your grief, laughter, anger, it all channels through these aspects of your body. Your brain, your stomach, your kidneys, your liver, your intestines, and your lungs, baby. You breathe in grief. You breathe in sadness. You breathe in goodness. You breathe in anger. And it's that part. That's right, Reed. That's right. That's how you know when people are really plucking your nerves, when you can really feel the nerve being plucked, when you can identify the nerve, okay, you said the frontal lobe, when you can identify the nerve that's being plucked, when you can identify, okay, You trying to alter my behavior. You trying to alter my personality. You trying to alter how I view things. That's what the frontal lobe is all about. Also, your perception is your parietal lobe. When your nerve is struck and you know what aspect of self that they are attacking, yes, it's time to let that person go. You are so right, honey. It's time to go. When you can alter how I feel, when you can start making my nervous system act up, yeah, that's a problem, I love. Relationships, jobs, friendships, yes, it's a problem. You got to shake that stuff loose, okay? The color blue, serenity, intuition, connection to the heavens, calmness, okay? God said that some of this stuff is allowed it so you can learn how to regulate through these things. Some of these things are allowed it, and that's also part of your shadow self. This is how you know the aspects of self that you need to work on. If that person done pluck your nerves on that aspect, that's something else you need to go within yourself and work on. And it's that part. Because people ask all the time, how you know what you got to work on? How you know what needs to be worked on? What's still rocking you? What's still changing your perception? What's still taking you out your bad mood, putting you in a bad mood? That's how you know what you need to work on. Okay, activities. What activities is plucking your nerves? What can really pluck your nerves? That's the things that you need to work on. It ain't. It's really not hard. It's not hard when you truly want to work on yourself. Archangel Michael, okay? Archangel Michael stand on business every time. He got the nunchucks today, okay? Archangel Michael is standing on business always. Shout out to Bangalore, India, okay? Stay ready, okay? Because this alignment is tough. This alignment is tough. And I'm gonna tell you why I love this card, because this card is a pure definition of people that walk around with entity attachments. If you know anything about Ninja Turtles, this brain built this robot so he can have something to operate, and it's that part. Attachments need a body to operate. When you're around people with energy attachments, demonic attachments, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. This one is in his stomach. That part. These type of people, they gonna always have stomach issues. They can't use the bathroom. They always complaining about their stomach and their back. They have intimate. They probably got intimate issues too. I wasn't even trying to say that. Okay, that a little limp. Okay, these people have energy attachments to them. This why I love. This why I love using my cards for the visual effect. Yeah, and you know what's so crazy, Reed? He know it. He know he got one. He the one signed the contract. He signed the contract for that demon. Okay? Directly behind your back. Okay? Look at the energy, look at the attachment. Look at it. They sign up for this stuff. And most of them, especially men, they do it for money. Men feel like they can't keep a woman happy unless they got money. So a lot of these men, they sign up with these demons and the entities and get these attachments put on them for money. And then they don't never have money. And then they can't keep money because their attachment is there to drain them. And it's that part. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But this is what happens when people don't want to heal. This is what happened when people still blame other people for their traumas. Okay, we got the heart in reverse. This is what happens. This is what happens when they don't want to heal, when they don't want to show love. They get put onto attachments, and I'm telling you, a lot of them, they had kidney problems. Okay, what are the kidneys? The kidneys are associated with your inner emotional. Okay, the seat of secret thoughts. Okay, a lot of these people, they have jealousy problems. This is why they have kidney issues. They harness a lot of jealousy, and that's a problem. Let's go to the stomach. The stomach is the center of your electric. The stomach is the center of your electric system. Okay, it also plays a big part of your spiritual wisdom. They don't have it. This is why they walk around with a lot of stomach issues. They ain't pooped all week, but they've been eating all week. You supposed to poop after every meal, but they having stomach problems. Why? Because they lacking spiritual wisdom. And the sooner people will realize that their elements, the problems that they have with their body, is all connected to God, maybe people are healed. Maybe people will really start healing when they start understanding the elements in your body is because of God. God said, I will cause this ease and discomfort in your body. So that back pain is God. That knee pain is God. That cancer is God. That thyroid problem, that's God. Okay? That ain't nobody but God needing you to understand and wake up to the things that you are feeling and holding on to. I thought something flipped over in my hand. Look, ready to fight. Then these people be ready to fight because you healing. And then they be ready to fight because you understand the wisdom. And then they ready to fight because you walking away because you don't no longer want to be attached to the things that they are attached to, and it's that part. I heard a guy earlier say that venting was a demon. He said venting was a demon. I understood it simply because I'm an empathic person. And sometimes I don't like listening to people's problems because I can feel your problems. And that's what he meant by venting is a demon. Because when you start speaking, spirit is the breath, okay? Your breath of life. When you start using your breath of life to literally spill everything that you going through, and then you talking to that person, they sucking it on, sucking everything you saying in, and when they're not aware, when you leave that person, they feeling everything that you said. They got them headaches, they got the worration, they got the sickness, they got the back problems, they got the knee problems. I stopped listening to people that complain about pain, because then I started feeling it. And won't nothing wrong with my leg till I started hearing you talk about your leg. Well, nothing wrong with my back until I heard you start complaining about your back. So when he said that thing today, he hit home today. That message really hit home today because it's the truth. It's the truth. You got to watch what you listening to when it comes to people. And it get to the point that I would cut people off right in the midst of what the hell they complaining about. Hold that thought. Hold on, baby, because change is coming, okay? I go ahead on to change the subject because some people, they know what they doing, and then you got some people, they have no clue what they doing. But them seasoned witches and them seasoned warlocks, they know exactly what they doing. That's why they call you first with their problems. They will get on the phone and call you first with their problems because they know you gonna suck up everything that they saying, okay? Cush and Judah, okay? God said he loved Judah, okay? Judah is Cush. Cush is Judah, okay? Get into them 12 tribes, y'all. Because we are the 12 tribes. We are the lost tribes. They done renamed us and renamed us and renamed us and classified and reclassified, okay? But now we at a standpoint of holding our peace. And that's all that matter in the land right now. Is standing firm on peace because the attacks is getting way worse. They making sure they flooding homes out, they flooding cities out, they closing the grocery stores, they making sure you ain't got no electricity. When at one point all we lived by was the sunlight. At one point all we lived by was the moonlight, and it's that part. At one point, that's all we had. But we don't got so conditioned to be so comfortable with the simulation of life. People losing their minds. People are losing their minds because they can't cook on their electricity. Okay, but we used to build fires. That's actually healthier for you to eat off the fire. Okay, that's actually more healthier for you than cooking on your electric stove, whether you believe it or not. Our Angel Michael standing on business. Okay, our Angel Michael, the angels, the ancestors, they are not playing in these streets. And the color blue is all on the table. Speak the truth. Stand in your intuition, okay? And just breathe. They go to I can't make this color up now. They go God speaking threes, okay? That's right, Reed. This is just the beginning. What they doing is just the beginning. And what's so sad is they've been doing simulation after simulation after simulation from state to state to state, and people still ain't learning. People are still not learning that this simulation and this system can take your food, your job, and your home whenever they feel like it. They is telling us and showing us every day, decade after decade. They is showing us, and people still not learning. They still don't get it. People walking around sad and crying over this material world. It does not matter. This material world does not matter. You got people still living in mud homes. Okay? A mud house got automatic heat and automatic coolness. But they don't want to believe it. People that never had to live off the land don't believe it. But people pick at the homeless all the time. But yet a lot of them are homeless now. But you wouldn't feed a homeless person. You wouldn't clothe a homeless person. You wouldn't give a homeless person a damn quarter. And now these very people got to live, the very people that they've been walking past every day. Then you look into that person trying to figure out how the hell did you survive. Man, I was homeless for 15 years. Clock that. I was homeless for 15 years. House to house, couch to couch, car to car, hotel to hotel. It's not easy. It is not an easy journey. But guess what? I kept my sanity because that's what it's all about. They want you to lose your mind. They want you to lose your mind. They want you to lose your mind because you don't have no roof over your head. They want you to lose your mind because you can't afford this high ass food. Come on now. Noodles, a pack of noodles used to be 5 cents a pack. Now a pack of noodles is $2.26 a pack. Come on now. Come on now. They don't want you to survive. It's bad enough that half of the stuff that you're eating ain't no good for you. It's bad enough half of the stuff that you're eating is bioengineered, and they still don't want you to have it. It's sad. And they still don't want you to have it. Our Angel Michael. But the angels say they got our back regardless. We gonna eat regardless. We gonna survive regardless. Y'all need to get back to fishing. Y'all need to get back to hunting. Y'all need to get back to doing things that we was doing before we was colonized. You need to get back into making your own clothes, okay? Get back into preserving your food and things. It's really start back to buying dry foods. Bump all that meat. Y'all got to start fasting from that damn meat. I'm telling y'all. Because the people really gonna be losing their minds because they can't get that meat. People gonna be losing their minds because they can't get that meat, my love. Fasting is the only way to stay alive. Fasting is the only way to stay alive, man. Stand your ground, okay? Stand your ground. See how balanced he is? You don't need meat to survive. You do not need no meat to survive. And it's that part. It is that part, my loves. That's right, Ree. And I said this in a live before. If all of us plant one thing, we can eat forever. If all of us get together and plant one herb, one fruit, one vegetable, you can barter and trade, my love. We can barter and trade. What's going on, Prince? How you feeling, boo? Welcome in, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And take charge. Stand your ground and take charge. If all of us plant one item, we can eat every day. You got an orange tree, cool. I got an apple tree, cool. We can trade. You got cucumbers, cool. I got corn. We can trade. You got rosemary, cool. I got some mint. We can trade because this is the times that we're living in right now. Bartering and trading. These are the times we going back to bartering and trading. I don't know if y'all noticed. They done already said it. By 2028, if y'all ain't got that mess in your body, you ain't gonna be able to eat. You're not gonna be able to shop. You're not gonna be able to do nothing. This is the times that we living in. So you either in the system or you're not in the system. This is the way that it's going. This is the way that it's going. Either you living for the true living God or you living for the false God. The false God is this system where they have to provide everything for you. Living by the true living God, where God is going to provide everything for you. And this is the great split. This is the split. This is what the world is coming to. I want y'all to go look at the movie Eagle. It's a cartoon called Eagle. It's about a hunchback that wants to be seen as a scientist. And the person that he working for end up passing away. So he end up building this girl. And when he built her, he wanted her to be evil, but she ended up being a high vibe and conscious. And he didn't understand why she was so high vibing and so conscious when he wanted her to be evil. And it's that part. These scientists building this world, building these simulations, building these machines, building these things. My disclaimer: all subjects are for educational purposes only. They building this stuff so people can turn against each other. They building this stuff so we can hate on one another. They building this stuff so you can be able to take what another person has worked hard for when it shouldn't even be like that. It shouldn't even be like that. You should be able to accommodate the same thing that I can have. I should be able to reach the same thing that you can, but they don't want the world like that. They feel like the world should be two-sided, up and down, the rich and the poor. They've been saying for the past decade they want to get rid of the middle class. They've been saying it for the past decade. They want to get rid of the middle class. So either you're gonna be rich or you're gonna be poor. Plain and simple. And what they consider poor is people that live off the grid, people that live off the land, people that live in nature. That's what they consider poor, not knowing that that's the riches of the rich. When you living for God, when you living off what God provides, you rich. But they don't want you to see it like that. Okay? Rushing in mad. They don't want you to see it like that. They don't want you to see your freedom is actually living off the land. They don't want you to understand that your guidance gonna come from living off the land. They don't want you to know that. So they rushing in mad. They cutting off the electricity. They cutting off the water sources. Indiana and Colorado been coming out in my readings so bad that I never put no energy on it. But now I see why. I saw a video yesterday. They don't pull the water back on Colorado reservoirs. They not playing. They are not playing. I told y'all in a couple of lives back, it is 96,000 dams on this western side of the world. They controlling the waters. They let water in and let water out when they feel like it. When they feel like it. You cannot defeat the enemy if you don't know how the enemy is working. Now we know how the enemy is working. They trying to hold back resources so we can off each other. They've been talking about depopulation for years. They've been talking about depopulating the earth for years, especially us brown folks. Especially us brown folks. That's why I'm not surprised in the areas that this stuff is happening at. It's only happening in urban areas, okay? All subjects are for educational purposes only. This is balance and strength we bring into the people. We got to have balance and we got to stand in our strength at this time, y'all. It's time to go back. We hate to say it, but It's time to go back to fishing. It's time to go back to crabbing. It's time to go back to hunting. It's time. It is truly time, my loves. It's time. Because they not playing in these streets. They are not playing. They not playing about cutting your resources. They not playing about taking your homes from you. I seen a couple of people complaining about Section. It ain't gonna be no more Section 8. Okay, but not to down talk nobody on Section 8. Section 8 is a leg up. Section 8 gives you an opportunity to own your home. So for everybody that's on Section 8 and you didn't take up the opportunity to own your home, it's your fault you're out back. It's your fault you're out back because you're not reading the contracts that you're signing. If you actually read the contracts, they give you an opportunity to own a whole lot of stuff. They won't get my hound pot Section 8. They won't give me none because I know what to do with it. When you know what to do with it, they not going to give you the opportunities. If you go in and read these contracts, I'm telling y'all, people think that social service is so bad. Let me tell y'all something. If you actually go in there and read them contracts, they help you get so much stuff that they settle for the bare minimum. They settle for the tandem checks. They settle for the SNAP. They don't let them pay for them to go to school. Them programs will pay for a whole year for you to go to school. Them programs will give you a car. Them programs will give you a home. Them programs will help you buy land. But when you don't want to read, when you don't want to educate yourself, you fall for the bare minimum. And then you got these girls, 8, 9, 10, 11 children, homeless because you didn't take advantage of the program. You didn't take advantage of the opportunity that was given to you. So I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Because I read, okay? I read. When I first put my oldest boy daddy on child support, before I went to child support, I went to social service. And I got on TANF. And first of all, when you get on TANF, they don't want you getting no type of help from the father at all. All subjects are for educational purposes only, okay? So as I'm sitting in this class, because they make you take a class, as I'm sitting in this class and I'm listening to everything and I'm looking at all the other girls that's sitting around me, I'm like, y'all not gonna take advantage of this? Y'all not gonna get them to help y'all get no job, no car, no school and education? Y'all not gonna take advantage of this program? So I was in the program for maybe like 3 months because I have accolades. It didn't take me long to come up out the struggle. I didn't have to get to be in the system for long, but for people that have to use it, take advantage of it, utilize it to the top tier of the top tier, because the program is literally there to help you, but they settle for the crumbs. They settle for the crumbs. And what's so sad, if you don't read that stuff, they not entitled to tell you about it, and it's that part. It's that part, my love, because all the money that the state don't use, it goes back into their pockets. Catch that. Every subject I'm talking about today is for educational purposes, okay? All the money that the state don't use in these programs for the people that they gave it to them for, the money goes back into their pockets, okay? Sacred source, okay? It's time to meditate. It's time to get into balance. It's time to understand these things were put in place not to just keep you down, but to elevate you. And if you don't want to use it, you lose it. Yes. And not only can you get a house, you can purchase the house. They will help you get into home ownership, my love. They won't let me get one. They won't give me one, girl. They won't give me one. They won't give me. Every time I have applied for Section 8, baby, they send my application back. Do you hear me? They know who is capable of shifting environments. They know who is capable of really using the things that are put before them. So they don't give it to everybody. They don't give those opportunities to everybody. They took one look at my resume, girl, you know how to get a job. You know how to get things. We're not gonna help you. And that's what they do. Okay, divine timing. Those of us that can move around, God put things in place in divine order. Yep. They know who gonna read that stuff. They know who gonna read it. They know who gonna accept it. They know who gonna abide by the rules. And these are the people that they don't give opportunities to. They don't give opportunities to people like me. No, they're not gonna give me nail section 8 voucher to own nothing. They're not gonna give me the opportunity to own nothing. Do you hear me? No, 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 no. And I don't apply in different cities, in different states, baby. They send my stuff back. They not gonna do it. They not gonna do it, man. They not listen. When the system know people that can break through the system, they not gonna they know get they when they know people can script illusions, baby, they not gonna give it to you. And that's the sad part. They not gonna give it to you. But that's why I'm hell bent on helping people that's already got it. Baby, you got it. Okay, I need you to go in there and ask your social worker about this because they're not gonna give you the information. You got to read up on it yourself. And then when you go in there and ask, then they will offer it to you. So yeah, I be pulling people on because I know. Oh, you on section 8. Girl, go ask your social work about this, this, and this, and get that paperwork so you can own that home. That part. They're not gonna do that. But the state I'm in, anyway, they're not gonna allow you to own no land no way. The state I'm in, you're not entitled to own land. We got property tax on the houses, we got property tax on our cars. We don't own nothing. We don't own anything. That's why I be so tickled. When people be like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. If you paying property tax, baby, you don't got nothing. Okay? If you got property tax, you don't own nothing. That's the sad part about it. Creativity. Because when you pour into yourself enough, you can pour into others. And this is what they don't want. When you pour into yourself, you pour into to others that filters the land. It creates the land to heal. It makes the people of the land rise. It starts making people think and move around, and it's that part. Yep. Yep. Yeah, make sure you rent some off. That property tax ain't no joke. That property tax ain't no joke. It's ridiculous. You paying to drive your car around. It's crazy. You got to pay to drive your car around. Your car is already paid for. You bought it straight out cash, but you got to pay the town for driving around on their roads. But yet, your taxes pay for the roads that you're driving on. It's crazy. This is crazy. It's all about keeping you poor and keeping them rich. That's all it's about. Every subject today is for educational purposes. Okay? All actions. All actions, my love, is for educational purposes. Because this is true love. True love is standing on the truth. True love is owning up to the truth. True love is taking accountability. And it's that part. And these people, they don't want to take up accountability. They don't want to take accountability for doing people wrong. They don't want to take accountability for causing confusion. They don't want to take accountability. Divine love is wisdom. God said divine love is wisdom. And wisdom comes from understanding. And it's that part. So if you can't understand or comprehend, baby, you will never have wisdom. And it's that part. If you can't understand or comprehend, you will never have wisdom. You will never have it. That's why I be so tickled, especially with these people in position. How you gonna speak about something that you lack understanding on? You talking about wisdom, but you lack understanding. I don't get it. I don't get it. Balance. I don't get it. You talk about wisdom, but you lack understanding. You talk about wisdom, but you can't comprehend. I don't get it. Your balance is off. The balance is off. I just don't be understanding people. I don't get it sometimes. I really don't get it. We got a hot girl in the energy, and we got Snouch Foundation. Okay. 7, 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay. These people, these hot girls' energy, these hot boys' energy, these YNs, they don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to work for nothing. They want you to put all the work in so they can come in and snatch everything that you build. Well, all my scamming and that's all they waiting on. This is all they waiting on, my love. Is waiting to snatch everything that you're building. Everything. And it's sad. It is so sad. Like what's going on. A lot of them people, it's just like when Hurricane Katrina came. I had never in my life seen so many people that were displaced. It's people they still ain't found that went missing in Hurricane Katrina. It's still families that haven't found each other since Hurricane Katrina. Y'all know how long ago that was? I think I had just graduated high school when Hurricane Katrina hit. They've been showing us decade after decade how they can wipe towns of people out, cities of people out, displace people, remove people around, make you re-register, make you reapply, make you re-get things that really don't matter. Okay. We talked about registrations yesterday. Registrations is just to keep up with you. That registration number on that birth certificate is just to keep up with you, the entity, okay? The body, the energy, the spirit, okay? That's all that registration is for. I just don't know what to say no more. I've been voicing widely with my trumpet for a long time. Sideways, we got strategic mastery and divine love. God said he's scared. His mastery is coming in sharp when it comes to his divine love for his people. And the only way God's love can really reach his people is if we come together. We have to come together first here collectively. Open our hearts to one another and stop looking at one another as a downfall. Stop looking at one another as being a beggar or somebody as being needy. I be so tickled when I be seeing them little reels when people come up to people, they be like, "Can you help me? All I need is $1," and they get turned down, and then they turn around and get somebody 5,000 because they helped them. Their faces on the people that wouldn't help. The lady cussed the boy. The lady cussed the boy slam out. You a grown man. What I look like giving you $1? You should be ashamed of yourself. And turned right around and asked another lady. The lady gave him $5. He turned around and gave the lady $5,000 for helping him. And the lady that cussed him out looked it so stupid. She looked it so stupid in the face. And that's the problem. That is the problem. And a lot of these people, they gonna be looking so stupid because they was talking about us. Oh, they mental. Oh, they need to be put up somewhere. Oh, they losing their mind. Oh, she talking crazy. La 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 la. Now you need prayer. Now you want your energy pool. Now you seeking guidance from God. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Sidekick naive. This how they be looking too. This how they be looking, just like I thought I saw a rabbit. I thought I saw a rabbit. I thought I saw a rabbit. And this how these people gonna be looking. Like these people gonna be so sad because they were so smart at not helping you. They were so smart at keeping you down. They were so smart at throwing their rocks. They were so smart at running away. They were so smart with it. And now they need your human senses. Now they need your help on how to navigate. Now they need closure. Now they need understanding. Now they need balance. Now they're trying to find the frequency. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Because when God knocked and you didn't answer, God went to somebody else, and it's that part. God comes to you. Evidence. God comes to you. God looks at all the evidence and he lay a blueprint out for you. And it's up to you to accept that blueprint. If you accept God's blueprint, then you receive the frequency. When you denounce God's blueprint, then you don't get it. And it's that part. And that's why these people be looking for help. And when God tell you don't help them, they be looking just like that lady was looking in that video. Shitty. They be looking so shitty in the face. Ooh, they be looking so shitty. Let me get the Kemper out. I ain't had the Kemper out in a minute. Ain't had the Kemper that in a minute. Thoughts. This how they be looking. You ain't nothing but a picture in their mind now. Now you ain't nothing but a picture in their mind. Because they didn't want to believe nothing that we were saying. They didn't understand that they needed to prepare their bodies for what was coming. No, I'm gonna eat out. I'm gonna still eat out every day. I'm gonna still do this. I'm gonna still do that. And now they ain't got a grocery store to go to. You were so proud of that BMW, and there ain't no gas station for you to put no damn gas in it. You paid $350,000 for that house, and then you ain't got one. I just people and they material things, man. People and they material things. They gonna learn. They gonna learn, and some of them have to learn the hard way. Whoa, they got to learn the hard way. Occupation. What did I say? It's time to go back to making your own clothes. It's time to go back to using your hands the right way, the proper way, not the 9 to 5 way. And it's that part. It's that part, my love. And people just, I just don't know what to say now. Yep, their identity. How honor. This is what they thought they was gonna get because they had the baddest house on the block, because they got the nice car, because they got the highest paying job. They thought they was gonna be in high honor because they have all this stuff by man's law that's provided. But what do you have of God? That's what matters. What do you have of God? That's what matters. That's what the high honor come from. What do you have that is of God? And it's that part. That's right, Ree. That's right. I had to lose everything. When I say everything, everything. And I lost it more than one time. I lost it more than one time. Because God had to let me know if it wasn't for his energy, I wouldn't have none of it. If it wasn't for the energy of God, I wouldn't have had none of it. And until people gain that understanding, they gonna keep losing. Because it is the energy of God that allows you to have certain things, especially if you call yourself being on the team for God. If you truly call yourself repping for God, all your things come from the universe. Your things come from the universe. And when God feel like you getting too big headed, there you go. Just as quick as it blew in, just as quick, God to take it. A mature man. God sits on the throne. Look at the world beside him. God sits on the throne and he watches everything. Look at all the wisdom behind him. God goes through our Akashic records. God goes through our book of life. In the last day, the evidence. God look at all the evidence and he outweighs it. What have you been doing? What have you really been doing to receive high honor? What have you been doing? What was your occupation? What have you really been doing with your hands in the land for you to receive? And that's where the scripting come. That's when the losing of the jobs come. That's when the sickness come, okay? Income and wealth, okay? From my hand to your hand, this is God. Pennies of heaven. God blesses people, not man. God blesses people. God ensures that we get what we need to have, and it's that part. And that's all I got to say. Every subject today was for educational purposes only. Everything I had to say today was for educational purposes only. Because we are in a state now, you have to have education. Great fortune. Your great fortune comes from above. Your great fortune comes from the earth. Your great fortune comes from the cosmos. Your great fortune comes from healing your heart within. The cosmic creator feels of the cosmic creator and is that part. Yesterday, as y'all know, was my birthday. And one of my homegirls came through last night unexpected. She came up unexpected. But I got so comfortable because, first of all, she showed up in my grandma energy. My grandma has always worn burgundy fingernails. That's all my grandma wear is burgundy fingernails. Why her fingernails were burgundy? She had just left the nail shop. My grandma had blonde hair. Why her braids was blonde? Okay. She showed up in my grandma energy last night, and I couldn't do nothing but give thanks and praises. Because when spirit shows up, when God shows up, when the consciousness shows up, when yourself show up in another version of self, you're gonna know it. And that's the beauty of God. And I can't explain enough that if people don't understand that God is consciousness, I can't help you. I can't help you if you don't understand that God is consciousness. God will appear to you in anybody's body whenever the universe feels like it. If he want to show up as your boyfriend, he will show up as your boyfriend. If he want to show up as your homegirl, he gonna show up as your homegirl. If he want to show up as a child, he gonna show up as a child. If he want to show up as a squirrel, a dog, a cat, that's how he gonna show up. And it's that part. I just can't explain it. I can't explain it. And I had a good time last night. I had a good time. I slept like a newborn, okay? And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. When you recognize the energy, you recognize the energy. When God pull up, God gonna pull up. And it's just that. It's just that, y'all. Written in stone, 55. This is completed, baby. This is complete. Message complete. Woo, I thank y'all for popping in with your girl, okay? I thank y'all for popping in with your girl and sitting and getting this mental conflict washed away, okay? Washing away all mental conflict because our material harvest is here. The land is here. The fruits of our labor is here. The money gonna pour in. The healing is here, okay? Our power is here and we standing in it, and that's all that matters. Y'all already know. We got to leave out the same way we came in, okay? All praise to the Most High God, to the Supreme Creator of all things, including the breath of our bodies. I thank you. I thank you for another session, oh God. I thank you for your wisdom. I thank you for your understanding, oh God. I thank you for pouring out your protection and your love and your guidance at this time, oh God. I ask that you close every door that might have been open in this lab at this time, oh God. I also ask that you call our energy back at this time, please. And thank you. Okay. I am definitely, okay, gonna catch y'all later, my loves.